So, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to graph a linear graph. So, first things first. The standard form for, or the general form when we're dealing with these linear graphs is also in the form of y equals mx plus b. And if I want to explain this in detail, y, as you guys know, we're dealing with functions, right? We're dealing with the f of x function, meaning that everything that we plug in for our x, our x is going to be our input, while our y is going to be our output. So the end product of our x, just like a real life function. So for instance, we know that our x is our x coordinate, our y is our y coordinate. We're plugging in a value, any value from your function, from your graph, to this x to produce your y coordinate. So what is the b and the m? The b is your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is whenever your x coordinate is 0, and then whatever your y coordinate is, x for like n for example, is going to be your y-intercept, any value. However, your y-intercept is where your linear graph, or in this case, is touching the horizontal line, the horizontal origin line. So that is why your x coordinate when we're dealing with your y-intercept is always going to equal 0. And then your m is going to be the slope of your linear graph. So if you have this line right here, and say you have this point and this point right here, and this point is 1, 4, and this point is 2, 6. If you want to find the m value, right, it's going to be the difference of your y coordinates divided by the difference of your x coordinate. So it'll be 6 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 1, which will equal 2 over 1. So that would be your slope, meaning that you're going up 2, and you're going to the right once, right? It's rise over run. So you're going up 2 and to the right, up 2 to the right, up 2 to the right, until you meet your goal. So let's do an example. For instance, say that we want to graph y equals 3x plus 4. If we want to graph this, first of all, we would create our coordinate plane, right? Which was probably the exam we'll give. We'll have this done. You would have 1, let's do 2, let's do 3, let's do 4, and let's do 5. And then here is your horizontal line. So you would do, let's do it to this direction. So you would do 1, 2, wait. Let's make it organized. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then here you would have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5, right? And then here you would have your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, and your 5. Let me just make this smaller so that we can fit everything in it. So here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, okay, so our y-intercept is what? 4. So that's where our line is touching the horizontal plane. So where is this? 4 here, where my x coordinate is 0, right? This is 0, 0. So my x is 0, however, my y is 4. So this is my y-intercept. We always start with the y-intercept, and with that, we go to the gradient. What is our gradient? It's positive, it's plus. So we know that this is rise over run. So we're going to go up 3 and 1 to the right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And to the right would be here. 1 to the right would be right here. So that would be, for example, here. And if we continue this up, it would be like 6, 7, and 8. And then this would be 8, 1, right? We went 3 up. And then, sorry, this would be 7, actually, if we went 3 up. And then 1 to the right. And then what we do next is connect these 2 points. However, when we're dealing with functions, these graphs go infinitely forever, right? It's not a segment. It goes on and on forever. So what we do is that we connect these points and then make an infinite line to show that this graph would continue. Because if you plug 2 in, for example, what is my for this point, what is my x coordinate? It's 1. So if we plug this in, f of 1 is equal to 3, 1 plus 4. We know that using pandas 2 times 1 is 3, plus 4 is 7, right? And that is exactly what my point here, this is a 7, right? So this is my y coordinate, is the 7. But however, we know that this graph goes on and on and on forever. So if we would, for example, plug in a 4, f of 4, we know that this would equal 3 times 4 plus 4, which would equal 12 plus 4, in which we know it's 16, right? Which would be infinitely up. It would be here to there. But I want to show you the correlation that we can spot between our independence with our dependent variable and how one correlates to the other, creating this linear relationship. Thank you all for watching this video.